Let's check out what happens in episode 6 of The Last of Us and see Joel finally reunited with his little brother Tommy, and he is doing a lot better than expected. Spoilers ahead. It has been 3 months since Henry created that tragedy. We see an old man going toward his little cabin in the woods, and everywhere is covered with the snow. He enters and Joel points his gun at him and tells him to put the gun down. The old man's wife is a peach though, and he even made Joel and Ellie soup. They talk for a while and Joel wants to know where they are and shows his map to the old man. Joel then asks about Tommy too, and the old man says that no one will survive out there, and if Tommy passed the river, he should consider him dead already because there are lots of bodies there. Not only infected bodies, but people. They leave the sweet old couple alone and go to find Tommy. On their way out, Ellie steals one of the rabbits that the old man hunted, and we see Joel experiencing a panic attack. He says that he is fine and they keep moving. After a while, they decide to camp and spend the night there, near a bridge. Joel makes a fire and Ellie joins him. They talk about what they will do when everything is okay again. Joel wants a sheep farm and Ellie wants to be an astronaut. They drink a bit and Joel says that he will stay awake and watch, and Ellie should get some sleep. The next morning, Joel wakes up and Ellie tells him that he fell asleep, and she seems to have learned a thing or two from Joel. They keep moving and cross a bridge, and after a while, some people on horses ambush them. They have a dog with them that can smell the infected. The dog smells Joel first, and when it goes towards Ellie, Joel is scared as hell. It's okay though, and Joel says that he is looking for his brother, Tommy. They get back to the base, and it looks like a great establishment. Tommy is there too, and him and Joel hug each other for a long time. In the next scene, Joel, Ellie, Tommy, and a woman called Maria is sitting at the table, and Joel and Ellie are eating like animals. They talk and Maria says that the reason why they left bodies out there is because they wanted people to be scared. Actually, Ellie was a bit hostile and asked about the bodies. Joel wants to talk to Tommy alone, but Tommy takes the woman's hand and he says that they are together. They get up and Maria gives them a tour around. She talks about the community that they built in the past 7 years. They have electricity, livestock, water and supplies. Maria takes Ellie with her and Joel goes to talk to Tommy alone. After some small talk, Joel says why he is there. He wants Tommy to accompany him to a Firefly base, which is a week away, with special guests, infected and raiders. Tommy says that he can't go, and Joel gets a bit angry. Then Tommy explains what happened to him. How he ditched the Fireflies, how Maria, his wife, and her crew found him and helped him, how he is over his previous life as a murderer, and at the end, how he is about to be a father. He says something bitter to Joel about Sarah, and Joel storms out. When he steps outside, he sees a girl with curly hair like his daughter Sarah, and another panic attack happens. Then we go to Ellie, and she just came out of the shower. She finds a note on the bed and goes to the house across the street as the note said. She enters the house and Maria comes in. They talk and Maria wants to give Ellie a haircut, and while she is doing it, she talks about Joel and his daughter Sarah that he lost. She also talks about what a killer Joe was, and it still is, and Ellie says that she knows it and she is fine with it. Maria then invites Ellie to watch a movie. While Ellie and the others are watching the movie, Tommy goes to talk to Joel again and gives him a pair of shoes. He apologizes, but Joel starts talking about the road and the base, and suddenly he drops the bomb. Ellie is immune. Tommy looks horrified. He sits and asks Joel to tell him everything. Joel tells him about Marlene, Tess, Sam and Henry, and at the end he says that he can't take on such a huge responsibility because he is not strong enough. He breaks and starts to cry and asks Tommy to take Ellie instead of him. Tommy accepts and shows Ellie where he should stay. Joel goes inside the house and finds Ellie. He starts to talk to her and Ellie listens to what he said to Tommy. She's really angry and says that Joel is the only person that she knows who is not dead or gone. Then she says that she is not Sarah. Joel breaks again and says that he is not her father either and leaves the room. The next day, Tommy comes after Ellie and they go up to the stables to take a horse, and Joel is there. Joel tells Ellie that she deserves a choice, and without any hesitations, Ellie chooses Joel. Joel takes Tommy's gun and they get on their way. He teaches Ellie how to shoot with a rifle and they move. They arrive at their destination, but the place looks empty except for some monkeys. They find the hospital, and even though the fireflies are supposed to be there, the only thing that they find there is a to-do list, which means whoever was there left. They hear some noise and they go upstairs to check it, but they find monkeys again. There's a map there too, which shows where people went. Suddenly, they hear some men talking. They look through the window and they see 4 raiders. They want to leave quickly because their horse is parked outside. They are about to leave and suddenly one of the 4 men attacks them. Joel breaks his neck and he falls down, but Ellie is staring at something. Joel is stabbed. He takes the poorly made knife out and they get on the horse and go away because the other 3 raiders are just behind them. Joel and Ellie are on their horse and Joel falls off. Ellie begs him to open his eyes and the episode ends. This was the recap of The Last of Us episode 6. Make sure to check the recap of other episodes too. Like and subscribe, please, and thank you. Goodbye.